Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Stream Tyranny with me, Verax, and the people. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody, live on Twitch and on the V streams as well if you're watching the VOD. When's the last time Isabella showed up? Yes, it was a year ago, pretty much. 10 months ago for the April Fool's Skyrim video. The Iron Man roleplay special. If you didn't watch it after this stream. Don't watch it now. Do not watch it now. Neat. It was neat. Yes, it was neat. That was the last time Isabella watching now. Bastard. Right, so last time we got into a fight and we couldn't win it. Thoughts on Tyranny? Now that I'm a few streams in. Well, I really like it. I really like the writing. How might we find the video, please? You could. It disappeared. You can't watch it. It's not there anymore. So yeah, you're kind of screwed there, I'm afraid. So we're about to go and talk to this dude here. Yeah, so I mean the writing is great. The gameplay is much the same as Pillars of Eternity, and one of the things I praised Pillars of Eternity for was its gameplay. It's Tyranny movement point and click like, but yeah, it's very similar to Baldur's Gate in that respect. It actually seems to be a little bit worse than Tyranny because it doesn't have the speed up and slow down thing, as far as I can tell. Alright, yep, there it is. It's just not on the screen. Okay, yeah, so it is that. But it's the same engine, yeah, absolutely. Same engine, pretty much same mechanics. Oh, sorry. No, it's not the same engine as Baldur's Gate. That was made on the Infinity engine. This is a different engine than that. Sorry, I thought you were referring to Pillars of Eternity. Yeah, same engine as Pillars, which is what I was talking about. It adds a bit more with the spell crafting, which again is nice and succinct and easy to get your head around. So everything's, very sleek and works pretty well. The plot's also quite nice and different, and as is the setting. Looks similar to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, yeah, I haven't really got into the characters so much yet, but so far so good with the characters. Yeah, so far we've got this dude who's fused to his armor. We've got
I got it.
Verse, yeah. This is my main character. Verse is here. She's a Scarlet Fury, part of the Scarlet Chorus, I think it is. Something like that. And she's like an Amazon, pretty much. If you wanted to compare it to something in real life, she's a badass warrior, dual wielding stuff. The Scarlet Chorus, excellent stuff. Now we've got Lantry, who we've just met. He was on the opposing side, but sworn fealty to us. And he likes to he works with quills and stuff. He's an interesting buffing, healing sort of character. His portrait doesn't really match how he kind of comes across in the game, I feel. But he's a sort of a wide
I'd have it no other way.
Wisecracking sort of dude. Yeah, and obviously, who is this? Barrack. He's the tank. We are currently playing as Valeria, who is kind of lawful evil. She is an enforcer for the Overlord, and yeah, so she'll follow the rules by and large. She's but she's a bit of an opportunist as well, in in a little way. If she can get a little bit ahead, then fair enough. But generally, she's kind of no nonsense, straight to the point sort of lady, who respects law and order, but is evil about it. So, how am I gonna deal with this? So we approach this guy, and then we get ambushed, which is exactly what I thought would happen, and yet I still couldn't deal with it. So we could just send one character in there and then run back out. I mean, we could do this, couldn't we? We could move everyone back out here, move him in there, have him talk to Felix Florian, and then basically cheese the fight. If that gets us through the fight, it might be...
You got it.
They're kind of valid, you know? We'll see if it lets us do it. But I do expect a trap, and I did expect a trap when I first played this, so this seems like a wise thing to do. I mean, it looks like a trap, so we'll just send the tank in there. So there's a bit of RP to this as well as being kind of, you know, meta and cheesy and stuff. But so we'll read this again. I did read this last time, but we lost the fight. But I'll read it again because it's new video and stuff. So the Overlord's peons have arrived, blades up. Flax in hand and ready for battle, the Veldrin Guard captain bellows orders to the warriors in his camp. Dressed as in tarnished bronze and sporting countless scars across his arms, Felix Florian towers over his peers. If you value your life, drop everything and flee. I'll stand and fight. I'm happy with that option too. It just seemed unsporting for me to suggest it. So we are this guy now. Hi, Pazuzu. Yeah, me too. Like, it's really interesting how you work for the bad guy as well. It's one of the things that appealed to me from the start, is that you're not some hero trying to save the world. You're doing the Dark Lord's bidding. How you go about doing that is up to you. But it's pretty much dead set as well that, you know, eventually the Dark Lord, I forget his name, apologies, will win. But it's just like how that's going to happen, pretty much, and whether you want to be part of that or not. So that's kind of neat, you know. That's something very different about that. So I think this guy will just go like, attack, die, Oathbreaker. I think that's what he'll do. So that's what we'll do. Gain the wrath of the Veldrin Guard. Katos, that's it. How you doing, Deadbeat? Now the giant man whistles in a shrill, sustained note that pierces your ear and echoes off the foothills to the east in rehearsed unison. The warriors in his crew follow along, sounding their signal for all in the area to hear. And then, of course, we get into a combat. We have to run over here. So there's a choke point here, so let's run back there.
Negative, Fatebinder.
Because, yeah, these guys are coming in. So at least now we've got a little bit of a chance to get stuff done. So let's see. So we can charge spike him and all that gather around him. You attack him. You attack him. There's a way for you to make enemies attack you, but I'll do it when those guys are a bit closer. You, Kairos. Rotator cuff is causing me pain today. But you've got a goulash on the stove, so ups and downs. Enjoy. Yeah, I hope you feel good soon. Much better soon. So I'll move you up so we can get this buff on these guys. We'll get the might. Actually, we'll do the AoE one first, because we can get all of them now.
Can't do that.
Frozen Grasp, maybe. The archers are really, really troublesome in this, though. That's the one that heals. Right, we'll have you do this. So they all attack you. So restoring health, no one needs that just yet, really. Titan's Touch. We'll give her
Apologies.
the might bonus. Because she's the one who does the damage. Let's see what stance you've got, actually. Battle stance is accuracy, yeah, so you're hitting. More? Yeah, I hope so, Deadbeat. Hope so. Kevin. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Like, ow. Like, we can target those with these. But I'd much rather try and get some AoE in.
Sorry, I can't.
Great big spear through my chest. That's fine. Right, so restoring touch. We might as well do a quill strike now. And again, maybe on one of them that's most injured, so maybe him.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, so they're all taunted. So you... Combo abilities. What's this? That's that one, okay. Because she has this. But I doubt it's going to work on him. So what this does... So a cool thing about this game is that you can combo with another character. So this one, coordinate with verse to knock your opponent prone, then follow up with a strong bleeding attack. But he doesn't really seem to go prone that often. I might have you heal her. One thing, I'm not really sure what she's doing now. Like, I don't know whether I gave her an order as well. I think I told her to track there, but, you know, I've done something else, and nice if they tell us. Let's do this pit on maybe that one. No, not that one. See if we can like get one of those to stop shooting at us for a little while. Alright, yeah, and of course I wanted to heal her as well.
Sorry, can't do that.
Wow, then suddenly we're all
We
prone.
learned something.
That's really bad. Level up, sweet. Maybe. You take a one of these. Gotta keep our health up. I did say that I would use these things as well. So +2 armor and stuff like that for you is not going to matter too much. +10 to magic skills. Yeah, we'll pop that. You're incapacitated, so you guys can't do anything. Yeah, I'm just getting up, I think. So, I mean, I think there's another enemy in here, but I can't tell. Ow. Do charge strike again.
Can't do that.
Ow. Using the trees as cover. I wish.
We should try that again.
Alright, he's frozen. Now I
Require
can
needle and
back away from you. We are getting a bit beaten up.
Don't think they can hit me.
Do you do that?
Can't do that.
Why not? Why can't you do it? Do it over there? Oh, we've got a guy here. Yeah, she's out now.
Oh, got dark all of a sudden.
She's out. We've lost. Didn't even get close. I mean, he's... I can't even tell, like, how well we did. I think we took out. Yeah,
I'm injured.
What if we go back to our allies over here then? Maybe ask for some help. It is, yeah. So I think I did everything there. I think I did everything there that I could. We've got some allies here though. Fake limp. We're sending the chorus for backup as soon as we can. I mean, can you not like if we lure them over to these guys, that's the next plan. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna like run over here and fight with those 4 guys. Because I can't win that.
Affirmative.
Alright, run away!
To battle!
Nope.
I have no other.
Guys, this way. Keep clicking. Aha! They're enemies as well. Well, still. Yeah, keep clicking, keep clicking, keep clicking. So guys, you want to maybe...
Come and face my iron!
Nope. Okay. Well, still, there's only one now. Actually, we'll do this. This is really cool.
All right, let's do this.
Just wait for
We
it to...
learn
There we
something
go.
every day.
Nice. Yeah, I guess that's worked. Right, gimped.
Let's be off.
We still took a ton of damage, but I guess that was from the run there. Can we save it now? No. So the game knows we're in combat, even though we're not in combat.
I'd have it no other way.
Well, we can heal now. You're not healing? No, we're just gonna... It's a bit cheesy, but... Don't know why this is in red. Wound. It's wounded. So I don't know how. Alright, well. So no one around here again. Alright, hello. That's our longest attack. Just get through there.
Graven Ash protects.
Right, so she is like a complete glass cannon. I didn't want to do that. Alright, that was guy's almost dead anyway.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn
I'm on it.
something.
Right.
So we should
They
just be
won't
able
even
to... Nope.
On your feet, soldier!
Hi, Mama. Alright, well, you know, that worked. I'm doing okay, how are you? See, we can't pick this character up now.
dungeon has been breached.
The mouth is raiding with a bounty of 49. Thank you very much, Samel, for the raid. I really, really appreciate it. Hiya, Rux. How's it going? 3 emotes only, please. Hey, Samel, how's it going? Oh, I did say. I said great. I said.
Not happening.
I said. Hope everyone's doing good and you enjoyed Samel's stream. You were playing. What were you playing? And how did it go? I'm trying to choose this fight here in Tyranny.
New species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Thank you very much for the follow, Lucian. You are now one of the people. Yeah, so there he is, right? If we can just like grab
Negative
him
feedback.
over here. Right, hang on. Where's weapon sets? A pinball game? That doesn't sound like you.
Of course.
You've got a bow. There we go. That
Just
didn't really
point me
go
in the right direction.
How I wanted it to at all, to be honest. High blood pressure and totally not slow paced. Yeah, I don't find. I mean, I don't know how you can play a really fast paced game like pinball and still stream and watch chat and stuff. How's it going, Gray? Doing alright? If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Verax. I play a variety of different games, mostly known for RPGs. This is Tyranny. If you know, like, Baldur's Gate, Pillars of Eternity, it's that kind of thing. In fact, it's actually built on the Pillars of Eternity engine and uses the same mechanics and everything. Zmalf is a much better player at every single game than me. I am currently struggling with this one. Played the game like a champion. I'm sure he did. I am sure he did. Okay, pro. Cool. Shame we can't do anything with that, but hey.
You got it.
Take
Oh,
me if
nice.
you can.
Yeah, get that dodging on the go as well. Right, is he almost dead? Right, half dead. Our tank is almost also half dead, so that's not good. The best pinball player you know, but also the only pinball player you know. Yes.
I'll take care of it.
Let's see what falls out
Hey,
of you.
take the compliment, yeah? So we've cheesed this
how it's
fight.
done.
It's going okay, but yeah, we keep like aggroing more enemies all the time, and I'm just not being able to deal with them very well. It's more fun when struggling a bit. Are you sure? Might be for you. Nice buffalo. I mean, this game is great. If you're not sure what it is, Tyranny, the main sort of thing about it is obviously it's an isometric RPG along the lines of Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights and that sort of thing. Big thing with these is you work for the bad guy. The bad guy is pretty much won, and you're one of his lieutenants, if you like, and you're trying to like seal his final victory. So you're working for the bad guy against the last survivors of his tyrannical reign, and it's just about how you go about doing that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But so this is like my fifth session with it. I'm playing it in like maybe an hour and a half stints on Sundays, and I don't know whether I've wandered into a fight that I shouldn't be doing yet. Yeah, Baden. But our main character is lying dead over here. And our tank is almost dead as well, so it's going well. So we're going to tank an archer slash glass cannon sort of character, and healer slash buffer. Yeah, so we've just engaged melee there. I don't know whether that was a good idea.
You got it.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. I'm lacking AoE is what I really need. Is someone who can like batter everything at once. Pelodorus before it came out, you remember it being the next big thing? Yeah, I saw quite a bit of it as well. I was going to play it before Pillars of Eternity, and then for some reason played Pillars first. We should really focus our attacks on one enemy, shouldn't we? I mean, look at that. Ow. Yeah, Archer's not good. Let's make you get out of range of everyone except the tank.
At once.
No, it wasn't because I don't play new games. Because didn't this come out?
New species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Thank you very much for the follow, Rux Horror. You're now one of the people. To be honest, I thought you already were, but never mind. Yeah, exactly.
New species of creature has entered your dungeon.
And thank you, Graham Alec. I appreciate it. You are now one of the people. So we're getting overwhelmed a bit here. If we manage to prone him. We didn't. Oh, good. Yeah, but of course our tank got proned. Doesn't level up. It looks like it does. Yeah, it looks like it does. This is I always find that a bit gamey, you know. But in this case, I'll take it. Yeah, stab, stab. We do not want him being in combat. But if I back away, he's going to be in trouble. But I'm going to have to.
No, sorry.
Go away. Stop it. Yeah, okay, they've all gathered around him because. Yeah, let's actually do that because we are going to be defeated. Yeah, you just restore your health. You fire a. Let's try and take out one of them, yeah? Flaming arrow on that dude.
At once.
They're coming towards us. I don't like it. Alright, and you are currently dodging, which is good. It's one of the games you want to play but then realize how much time it will consume from my life and I just give up on the idea. I think actually this is one of the shortest isometric RPGs out there. Depending on how good it is, or how good you are at it, sorry. So for me, not that great. No, why not? You too. Why do you have to move for that? Okay, fine. Nice! Okay, another one's dead. Oh, and this one... Dudes will follow! Oh, but no! We also lost... Pretty much everyone. Can you do this on your own?
I'm not entirely useless.
Dark all.
You may have to. It's very short for one run, but it has branches. Branches a lot will be replayable. Yeah, I mean, a lot of interesting things about this. One of which is right at the start, where you pretty much choose a backstory to the game, depending on your actions leading up to the start of when the game begins, and that affects a whole lot in terms of like how people feel about you and you know, various other things about the game. I hope so, Pazuzu, because you know. Try and like get that guy to it. No. He's just dropped dead. Didn't even get hit. He might have been bleeding or something. Come on, Barrick, you can do this. Surely hitting the archer when he's in close range will be best. We've only got this now, pretty much. So I've used everything else apart from the. Okay, we'll do that. Maybe that was bad timing. You reckon? You reckon he's got it? I tried to help him
Let's
by
have it then.
doing a buff, but I don't know whether it's gonna work. I'm nervous.
I will aid you.
High. You reckon? Come on, say it, kid. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, nice. Okay. Leaving nothing to chance. I don't have any other abilities or anything with this guy, but it will revive when defeated. That's going to run out in 26 seconds, though. Plus 4 resolve's got to do something good, right?
Take me if you can.
Alright, as you recall correctly, it's really important in this game to actually focus on the damage dealers. Tanking is a real thing in this game, even for the enemies. Yeah, I'm kind of learning that pretty quickly. This is our first major fight. I mean, I died in the second fight in this game. Which was a bit of a wake-up call. Oh my god.
Affirmative.
Right, and then we've got to get our main character as well. Save the game. Save the game. Save the game. Oh, boy.
I'll do it for the
Broken armor. So I can go in the stash. We've got the elemental barrier, which I'll give to you. Then we've got some Veldran Guard light bronze gauntlets, which could be good for verse. 1 fight down, 1 million to go. Hang on. Because my main character also uses javelins. And we'll just put them in there as well. No, because it's fused to him. See, it says wounded, and I guess the wounds just mean that the max hit points are reduced. Because not like in Dragon Age, where they take a wound and they have like a black eye or a sprained ankle or something, and it reduces certain stats. This is, you're wounded, so your main hit points are reduced. Which is cool. Both systems work pretty well, I think. Hang on. Go here, put that. There we go. So is this better than what I've got? There's a bit of front-loaded difficulty on this, if I remember right. It's like this in Pillars too. What you mean the difficulty? Because I didn't find that really in Pillars. I think Pillars wasn't especially a difficult game. Like, I didn't really have much trouble with Pillars. So far this is harder than Pillars. But it's whether I've gone about it in the wrong way. I mean, you can do it in like Baldur's Gate, you know, I've seen it's like in Pillars 2 the ones. Oh, is it? I see, okay. Pillars had a different thing though with like fatigue as well and something else going on. I don't really remember. But you can do things like slightly out of order, if you like, in games that give you choices, and I think I might have done that with this one. I did as well, Fauchgar. I thought it was a great mechanic. Not yet, but as somebody just said, like guest users just said, it might have stacked beyond 1. So like you get 1 wound, your hit points are reduced by like 10% or whatever it is. Then beyond that, you'll get bruised ribs, concussions, stuff like that going on. Anyway, is the Sun Soldier's javelin better than the phalanx? So let's have a little look. I don't think it is. No, it's definitely not. All right, we'll sell it. Put it in the stash? No, okay, fine. Yeah, and that's about all I was really bothered about. Yeah, Rooks. All RPGs sort of like suffer from that in a way, unless you get level scaling like in Oblivion.
Affirmative.
Which I really didn't like. But it does solve that problem.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Yeah, thing. What do we get? Topaz and a Sigil of Frostfire. Fuses the cause of frost and fire together. Let's learn that. So one of my favorite games, if you don't know me, is Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2. And if you go to the wrong area early in either of those games, you just get your ass whooped. Like, you know, and there's very little you can do about it. And it's just a learning experience. In a lot of those games, especially in Baldur's Gate 1, it's kind of pretty open-ended. So, open world, if you like, more or less. So you can, like, come back later and do it. But you have to die to learn that, so it's not very RP friendly in that kind of way. All right, we got it here. So studied iron gorget. It gives parrying, apparently, which is probably good for him. And then we've got aversion, a two-handed something or other. I don't think any of us use two-handed weapons for now. But we can put that on you. Because it gives parrying. Plus 10 parry. That's got to be good, right? It's got to be good. And then this thing we can put here. In case I want to go all-out damage. It's actually called aversion. Two-handed weapons. Well, he's got 31 in that. The fierce design of this blade is cause for hesitation and unease in all who find themselves facing off against its wielder. Yeah, he is stocky. This will be our default thing, I think, though. Now, he did level, as we can see here. Okay, so we got 1 point to spend. So it could be on, not so much quickness and stuff. Could give him health. We did increase resolve before. Or might, of course, to get extra. Does increase damage. Oh yeah, +1, so it does. Alright, well, give him a bit of that. And he gets another talent point as well. So, Clash of Iron. So this is defensive and this is offensive. Alright, after using Clash of Iron, Barak will attack twice with his normal strikes for a short time. That's really good. Or, requires 1 talent point in Sentinel Tree, which is of course what we've got. Allows Barak to engage additional... Alright, so engaging is, I think, where you can defend against more enemies. So this is probably what we want to do, because Barak faces off against all the enemies. So I think we'll probably go with this one. Even though the offensive thing is kind of nice. Getting a bonus to armor. Large boost to movement speed for a short time, which puts him up there so they attack him. But I can probably do that manually by backing my other characters away. So I'm going to do that one. Alright, anyone else leveled up? Yes, Verse leveled up. So Verse is very good at quickness and finesse. Accuracy of attacks and spells. So she attacks quickly, but doesn't do that much damage. But yeah, I kind of like the the accuracy on her. And this is the first time we've got this. So she's got Skewer and she's got Burning Iron. So this is... looks like this is for ranged and this is for melee. How do I like this game? A palette? I like it plenty. I like it plenty. Still like getting, you know, getting to the flow of things about how the quests are kind of structured and all that kind of stuff, like the order to do things in and how important side quests are. And I've got to do as many side quests as I can. When an enemy attacks strikes Verse, she gains a passive bonus to dodge and parry. That's pretty good. Technically, of course, she shouldn't be attacked at all because he should be taking the damage. Verse taunts her foe, enraging them and forcing them to attack her for a brief time. Don't know about that one. After a kill, Verse will strike twice with her attacks for a short time. We're not killing that much. Verse moves quickly, around too quickly for anybody to... Oh, so she can... That's actually kind of nice. So she can, like, be more maneuverable in a fight. It's either that one or that one. I mean, that one even. Because she's probably going to get hit eventually, isn't she? Yeah, that's... So she gets more defensive the more she gets hit. Accuracy is how likely they are to actually hit. Yeah, I kind of figured. You like Killing Spree? After a kill, Verse will strike twice with her attacks for a short time. So whether she gets the kill, though, isn't it? They're all pretty good, really. Not that one. I don't want that one. I'm just thinking if she's forced to get hit, it'll just make her a little bit tankier. No, Tail, there isn't. I'm liking both these, really. But I think this one's going to be more useful, to be frank. Because I get hit a lot. We'll get into mine in a little bit. I'm going to do this one first. Because Lantry has 3 things to do here. Quill, which I think is the offensive type tree, which is, you know, useful for... So this is like the passive attacks and stuff. This is all to do with buffing, and this looks like the offensive magic. So last time I went with control, improves control life skill. Yeah, he's the healer. That's why I'm going down the preservation thing a little bit. My character, Valeria. So she uses, so she's like a disabler, if you like. So I've got one-handed weapons for javelins and magic staff for frost magic. So that's what I've kind of gone with my main character. Got 1 point to spend. +5 spell strength seems pretty good, so I'll probably just go with that. And then here you see we've got quite a few things to go into. So I got Charge Strike. I think I did do... I didn't have one. Didn't have one. Or I've done it earlier. Channel a burst of energy through your magic staff, damaging all enemies in front of you. See, that's... I kind of want some AoE going on, you know? So more armor there. Grants additional spell slots. Don't really need that just yet, though. Then over here we've got one additional weapon set. Don't need that just yet. Attacks against the marked enemy get a bonus to accuracy. That's kind of good. I like that. And I'm using consumables, so I don't need the extra slot. Defensive abilities from shields. Kind of liking this, you know. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this one. Especially this. So we can mark an enemy and make them easier to hit for everyone. We'll go with that. Hi, Van Helen. How goes?
I'd have it no other way.
Just have a little look around here.
Let's be off.
Case.
Won't happen.
Why not?
I cannot.
So earlier, just before the raid, which again I'm very grateful for, thank you, Isabel. I tried to, because the idea is that you go in here and you meet the guy there, and then they spring a trap and they bring people in there and people in there, and then you fight the fight here. I ran back up here, met some more enemies that were here to try and get my useless allies, these guys. I'll save it again just in case, like, you know, they attack me or something. And they stood there doing nothing as we fought the battle around them. So, you killed him. He grits his teeth and glares at you. Are you daft? Fifth Eye said we can kill anyone except for Florian. I can glare silently. Yeah, Tail. I know what you mean. So, well, I tried my best, but it didn't seem to like the chorus very much. Then you should have argued harder and knocked him over the head and carried him against his will. Fatebinder, is this really your first abduction? Well, I actually think it might be. Hello, Constable Mittens. How are ya? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure I like the tone of your voice. Not sure I like the tone of your face. Oh, snap! I'm not sure I like the tone of your face. Oh, well, how's she going to recover from that? Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. I'll have to report this unfortunate turn of events to the voices of Narat in person. Hopefully ridding this wilderness of the Oathbreaker nuisance will be enough to save my own face. Now get out of here. Don't you have other face to bind or something of that sort? Return to
Let's
Fate
be off.
Limp, which is what we just did. Oh, so we're right over here. Let's have a little look at our journal. See what we got going on. So Echo Call Crossing is where there's 2 quests going on. So currently what we've done, if we look at the map again, I'd like the big map. I don't know how to get that up though. Like the main map. Okay. So this is the last bastion against Kairos, the evil guy, and the Legion. Whatever it'll say here. Sorry, the disfavored, not the Legion. The disfavored are going to attack this. And the Scarlet Chorus, so there's two main armies. There's the Legion, who are really disciplined and elite, and there's the Scarlet Chorus, who are like a massive mob of ruffians and vagabonds, pretty much. Now, the Scarlet Chorus are supposed to control the outside and get rid of all the enemies that are sort of like around this area, so that when we launch the attack across the bridge, we don't get attacked from behind. So that's kind of what we just did. We met one of the Veldrin Guard, but we killed their commander. Whoops. So we can't really learn much from them. But because we killed their commander, ne'er-do-wells and scallywags, indeedy, maybe they're a bit more disorganized and stuff like that. So Echo Call Crossing is where two quests are leading. So Antio and his company of soldiers are moving to break the opposition blockade at Echo Call Crossing. You are being dispatched to find Antio and assist if necessary, and we've got this one as well. So pretty much, the disfavored lost a shipment of iron, and it's near Echo Call Crossing. There's also this one. So pretty much, at this other area, we can recruit some more at the for the Scarlet Chorus. Takes 12 hours to get there. Now the thing is, there is a time limit. There's 7 days until this edict comes to pass and everybody dies. Regardless, we do have to go back to the Scarlet Chorus camp because everything goes through there. See if anything's updated here. There is also a quest here, which Lizzle told me about. So we'll see if we can find it. But I'm not looking to 100% this game. I wanna play it pretty slow paced, which I think I'm doing, fairly slow paced. But we're not gonna turn the quest in. All right. Pelodorus, been a pleasure. Hopefully I see you soon. So he's a seller, a barterer, so we can get rid of some stuff for him, like all this stuff. And this, and that, and that. I don't know about that. We'll get rid of that. Alright. Like some alpha pinball, indeed. See, I don't know about thoughtful. I never said thoughtful, I just said slow. Alright, F6 is quick save, yeah? Yeah, okay. So there's a lady here now. She wasn't there before. And these guys are new as well. Claws at throat. So we've got some beastmen. Maybe we can have a word with them. Night Yowl. A young beastman stands in the shadow of an enormous beast woman whose stature still manages to loom over you, even in her crouched position. The beastman's mouth froths with spittle that launches in every direction as he snarls at her. What an image. Night Yowl was promised worthy tough prey for joining, but Beast Woman only allows Night Yowl to hunt weakest of humans, saves best kills for herself. He pounds the earth, causing a small fissure to erupt. Night Yowl was second strongest of Stone Stalker males before joining the Scarlet Humans. Rooted even with 100 blood, the tribe's Prima was promised own pack for abandoning tribesmates. Alright, so we'll see what these are. So, Stone Stalker, largest spanning beast tribe in the entirety of the tiers. The Stone Stalkers of Azure nearly tripled in population during a period of domestication and forced labor in service of the farmers and ranchers of the realm. However, like all beasts, the Stone Stalkers were born wild and yearned to range free, unfettered by humans within their own homeland. In ancient times, the tribe was known as the Meadowkins, but they were denied the name during their centuries of enslavement. In the turmoil created by Kyrus' invasion of the Tiers and conquest of Azure, the beasts rebelled and won their freedom. Drawn to the enigmatic presence of Cairn, Archon of Stone, the beasts took their name Stone Stalker as their own. After Cairn's defeat, when Kyrus proclaimed the Edict of Stone on Azure, creating the Stone Sea, the Stone Stalkers retreated into the wilds. The humans who have since encroached on the territory have been slaughtered. What's a Prima? The leader of a beast tribe, whose supremacy almost always held by a female. This rank is won and defended through vicious bloodshed and fights for dominance rather than birthright. Many alphas may exist within a single tribe, but it's only one can rise above the others as a Prima. The crouched beast woman lets out a deafening cackle, her broad, sharp teeth appearing between each bellow. Strong Stone Stalker? Beastmen worth rutting? She snorts. No. Claws at throat sees only mewling first season cub before beast woman now. Sees only tenderfoot. Only weak whelp fit to chase injured dying prey. Not the best fighters on battlefield. Night Yowl bares his teeth and lunges for the beast woman, but she is swift to stand, hackles raised, and a calloused palm far larger than his head harshly pins him to the ground in one deft swipe. His face smashes into the earth with a whip-like crack of stone followed by a defeated whimper. Claws at throat, stares down at you with as much regard as she might show the wild dogs that roam the camp. Human? Yeah, deadbeat. She sniffs at your direction. Her nose wrinkles as she scowls, disgusted by your foul scent. Humans, she hacks, always are encroaching on beast woman, have no sense of hunger, no recognition for prowling hungry predators, are worse than sniveling beastmen. Yikes. She grinds the beastman's face deeper into the dirt before lifting her clawed and gnarled fingers off him. He quickly scrambles to his feet to nurse his head. Speak quickly, and maybe Beast Woman will listen. So we're not a pit fighter or a hunter? We could try and say, I wager I could take you, but we're not really into that kind of thing. Bare your teeth in a wild, dangerous grin. Don't worry, I know how to properly respect a beast. Allow me to gift you an offering of blood and bone. Huh. I don't think I would know how to properly respect a beast. I think it's in my character's makeup. So, what's going on here? Human has keen eyes. Yes, can see Beast Woman is disciplining insolent packmate. She snaps a menacing sneer at the cowled Beastman. Mewling, whimpering male. Night Yowl will learn Beastman's rank in new pack, or will not survive for many seasons longer. A soft growl burbles from the back of his throat in response to her threat, but he keeps his eyes downcast, refusing to meet her gaze. How did you come to join the Scarlet Chorus? Human packs called Scarlet Chorus is vicious, cunning, feral, like tribes, like Beast Woman. She snarls, but the sound is pleased and rumbling, nearly a purr as she cranes her face in the direction of the voices in Marat's war tent. Chorus human are dirty and reek like rotten meat, so easily shriek and tear at own throats, but also respect strongest of pack, and Beast Woman as strongest of all creatures. We are best predators, like Archean called Narat, packs fierce and ruthless alpha. It's is mystic who can swallow prey, blood and bones whole. Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill. Think she's escaping? More or less. Makes beast woman want to rut, fight, kill. Makes beast woman want. What tribe are you from, beast? She puffs her dirty, hairy teats. Yes, look at those. Aren't they lovely? And purrs with pride. Claws at Throat was born of tribe with no name and no lands, called Summer Snouts by Tyr's men who stole Azure lands from tribe's ancestors. Then Claws at Throat became a great stone stalker, slaughtered own slavers, and fought for tribe's freedom. Tribe who became strong, unbreakable as stone, because of earth mystic called Archean Cairn. But now Cairn sleeps and dreams, drifting slowly into death in Stormlands. 100 Blood protects free tribe, and Claws at Throat fights to kill Mortier's men as Scarlet Stalker. Maybe we should do this one. I mean, maybe we'll do this one. I don't know. Athletics 22 isn't that high. Yeah, maybe I reckon I could take you. So what she says. So currently, she's a little bit of favor, but also incurred our wrath, or her wrath as well. So almost to tier 1 with that. This will be the same. Yeah, because this is just a Scarlet Chorus thing. Loyalty with Verse gained 50 athletic skill experience. The Beast Woman snorts, a stab of incredulity opening the features of her face. Then she howls with a racking full-blooded laughter. Human is bold as Kith, is born hunter like Beast Woman. If Claws at Throat did not have runt whelp cur like Night Owl to train, Beast Woman would happily enjoy fighting with human. Alright, I guess we should leave. I'm not going to do this. So I don't want to complete the main quest apparently, because there's another quest around here. Do they have fountains here? No. No, they do not. Yeah, just fountains of blood. But I wouldn't know who to turn the main quest into anyway. Might have actually done it. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Fate Binder. What do you need? Alright, nothing from you. Fifth Eye, commander of the local Scarlet Chorus, surveys his camp, watching in stillness as all manner of violence and revelry occur around him. He offers a slight nod as you approach. Is there anything else? What's your role here? While the whole of the chorus remains loyal to the voices of the rat, I am truly the most loyal, oh so loyal of his numerous warriors. He's a Crimson Spear, part of the Arkan's inner circle. Dozens of the strongest gang bosses answer to him, and from there the orders trickle down to the rest of the army. I'm the Arkan's martial retainer and humble servant. I'm his eyes and his ears, but also his mouth, for I speak with his authority when he is absent. And I am his killing edge when this rabble is moved to war. You like when I play this type of game? Ah, cool. I'm pleased. Good. I do try and mix it up, but I think this is the staple sort of thing, really, isn't it? I always have at least one role-playing game going on. Are all the Crimson Spears as odd as you? I don't really find him that odd. Good thing you mentioned loyalty twice, now I'm really convinced. Did you ask for this honor? I did not have to. The voices of Narat saw the need inside of me, and through his arcane administrations burnt away the clinging, clawing parts of me that foolishly resisted his enlightenment. Disgusting as I may find this creature, the Fifth Eye is not the only one who has suffered changes in the service of this war. No, indeed not. No, indeed, you ironclad behemoth. He looks at Barak up and down with interest. Have you ever considered jumping ship and enlisting with the chorus? With strength like yours, we could have you leading a decorated gang in your first week. If I ever jump ship, it would only be to sink to the bottom of the waves, beyond the reach of you and your parasite of an Arkan. Oh, wow. When you did, so he's not really too pleased about, doesn't really support the chorus at all. When did you take the vows of the chorus? Unlike most of the conscripts here, I did not need a cudgel against the head to see wisdom of the Arcane of Secrets. I proudly joined the chorus in its nascent days, I guess early days. Left my home in the Bastard City to join the incoming chorus. The rest is glory and history. These days, you follow the chorus or die. He who choose the path and kill to defend our place are the old guard. Even if it's been 2 or 3 years, the chorus has a short memory. Who's the strongest in your camp? I am. Well, the Arkan is, without question, the mightiest in the camp. Deathnell is the master trainer here, and she's almost as tough to take me. She's a biter, but don't tell her I told you that. But she can be trusted to fight and lead. And while her humanity is lacking, Verse is correct. She's been running with the Furies even longer than Deathnell. Too bad that skill and puissance did nothing to save her sisters. What happened to her sisters? Fear with Verse, favor with Scarlet Chorus. I understand that our little torchlight here became the victim of her own morality. A spasm of discomfort, of hesitation, stayed her sword and shattered the focus of a coordinated attack. Do I have the right of it, dear? Look, don't ask. I'll tell you about it in my own time. Right. How's it going, Roger? You doing alright? What do you know of the disfavored commander? Iron Marshal Erin is a doting warrior, just like the Archon of War. She's of the few select disfavored, cautious and cowardly enough to be trusted with the Archon's iron toddlers. No doubt her primary qualifications include being related to Ash, Legion's a little big into its pedigree, if you catch my drift. Keep insulting my commander and I'll slap that mask off your face. Not that I'm eager to see what's inside. Alright, we gotta address this now. So stand down, Barak. I'm addressing the Fifth Eye. Fifth Eye, we are here to cooperate or snipe each other at every turn. Your mutual disrespect will be our unmaking. Do I need to discipline you both? Let's do that one. So we'll piss them both off, but hey. No, not this time, perhaps. I will respectfully save your censor for when I need to act in a more despicable manner. That day is no doubt nigh. We are not children to be corrected and set in line. I have long distracted the court for treating us as such, but I won't challenge you at this juncture. He nods to Fifth Eye. Say your piece about the Iron Marshal, then. Though I am loath to speak highly of her, I cannot deny she is a brilliant swordsman, and the other disfavored seem to take her seriously, despite the serious stick that's propped up her backside. What are you going to tell me about Ascension Hall? Which is where we're trying to attack. There's the centre of Eldrin's Well, the base of the mountain spire. She points to the northeast, where the spire cuts a vertical line rising above all the other mountains in the horizon. A small fortification. Ascension Hall is the name of the Citadel's inner council chamber. We had left a garrison when this valley was first taken in 429, with the Citadel being their operations, the base of their operations. When the Oathbreakers staged their revolt, the garrison at Ascension Hell was defeated. It makes sense that Kara's edict was demand that we burn this rebellion back to its point of origin. And there is a quartermaster. We know that already. It is Snigger Dagos. He's wise enough not to steal from you, and he'll only cheat you a little bit. Right over there. but he has an important honor of arming or trying to arm all my merry little conscripts. Don't expect Karis's army or anything like that. Armory or anything. Okay. Bye. Yeah, it seems to be. I don't really see anyone else. Maybe we can train a little bit, maybe. Fatebinder. See what you can teach me. I mean, we can train her in bows. And dual wielding. A little bit. Alright. So. We'll give it a save here. So, Sirin. A young woman stands flanked by a pair of soldiers. The ornate headdress crossing her brow lends her otherwise small figure an intimidating aspect. From gear to gown, everything about her starkly contrasts with the wretched state of the camp. She looks both at ease and uncomfortable, composed in her element and completely unsure. She turns to you.
Greetings, worm.
Oh, yikes. She's voiced as well. Her voice takes you off your guard. It is bare of any inflection, yet full of beautiful music. If you didn't know better, you would guess that she is actively suppressing or modulating her vocal tone. So Sirin is the Archon of Song, and the youngest Archon sent to conquer the Tears. Young and inexperienced, Sirin is sworn to the voices of Nerat, who uses her powers to charm and manipulation to swell the ranks of the Scarlet Chorus with volunteers. You look familiar. Have we met? So this isn't... Because this isn't green, this is part of the background that we picked earlier. Well, in episode 1. I don't know whether we met her or not. Let's find out. We can glare silently. There's always, or usually, a glare silently. Sometimes someone's got to do a playthrough where all you do is glare silently.
You don't know me, little worm? I am Sirin, and my degenerate allies have the pleasure of calling me the Archon of Song. And you are Tunon's Fatebinder. What brings you here to the middle of the battlefield? Did Cairo send you to shame Ash and Nerat into action?
Yeah.
Ash certainly needs someone to dig a heel into his back. If only to distract him from his problem.
So, there's a slight, spoilerish kind of way you can tell if someone's going to join you, because you gain either favor and or wrath with people, depending on how you treat them and or the sector or group that they belong to. But if wrath was to say fear, then it's a joinable NPC. She's not a joinable NPC, which is important because she's voiced. Yeah, I know, but she's kind of she's kind of important, so.
But Nerat, he's just a cat playing with a realm-sized mouse, isn't he?
So what are you suggesting about Nerat? What? Oh, never mind. There isn't anything interesting happening in camp, and the solitude is making me paranoid. Nerat is the Archon of Secrets. I'm sure he has one or two he isn't sharing with everyone.
I can't be expected to keep track of all his comings and goings. His plans and secret meetings. His betrayals.
Ooh.
Anyway, we have a more important matter to deal with. There is something you can do to assist me.
In the corner of your eye, you see Verse cup her hands to her ears, turning her head away from Sirin. Sirin's mouth opens in a perfect O shape, and the sound that pours out is captivating and entrancing. It dampens the ambient bustle of the camp until it seems that nothing exists but her voice.
Remove my helmet.
Alright, we've got a bit of law here, though. What are you trying to do to me?
Really? That's it? How disappointing. It was worth a try, I suppose. though it appears to have been a colossal waste of effort.
Hmm.
I hoped you would assist me in a delicate matter, but it appears you're more nuisance than help.
Huh.
I have no further use for you. Perhaps later. You're dismissed, Fatebinder.
So she tried to get into our head. Look, I can glare again. Yeah, you're not as powerful as you imagine yourself to be, are you?
I said dismissed until I have further need of you. Your presence displeases me.
This time, her voice takes on a different quality. It screeches like a piece of flint struck against a grinding wheel. You can feel it down into your toes, and you want nothing more than to make a hasty exit before the Archon inflicts more of a terrifying song.
For the love of Kairos! That was the Archon of Song in the flesh!
Don't be so dumbstruck.
Dumbstruck? I don't exactly meet Archons on a regular basis. Maybe to you, this is just Judge's Day.
It is.
Affirmative.
Interesting. Right, I don't really see much else to do here. So we've got two choices. We can either do the side quest for the chorus, or we can continue to do the main quest. 3 hours away, so that's 6 hours there and back. It's only half a day, right? I'm sure we can do this. So this village is far from the major settlement in the valley and has not involved itself in the conflict thus far. It may be possible to recruit some of the residents and add to the Scarlet Chorus's ranks. Yeah, I'll save. Oh yeah, how do you rest? Like this? Received a missive from Tunon. Alright, so, Valeria, perhaps your continued and faithful service shall remind the Archons of their duties to the Overlord. One can hope. May fortune favor your endeavor. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, because he was pretty much here telling us the deal. So this is from the big head honcho himself. Well, it's from Tunon, who is the words of Kairos, pretty much. So we said it was an honor to serve, right? And then he's like, cool. Hasn't really changed anything up here, though. Oh, hang on. No. Alright.
I'd have it no other way.
You think we get some favor for that or something, wouldn't you? 7 days. Ah, it's fine. You never trusted the evil overlord who'd taken over the world? Why not? I don't think we have much of a choice. Alright, convince the settlers to join the chorus. I love how it knows where you are, so it gives you... I mean, it's a very small map, this, it looks like. But, you know, it knows what you're doing in a certain area. I suppose it's the advantage of having a relatively small game. So that there's like one quest or two quests per area, so it just automatically updates the log depending on where you are. That's pretty nice though, kind of unique. No loot anywhere? There's obviously some up here. Oh. As you step into the center of the village, you feel as though you are being watched from all angles. The distant patter of feet echo off the walls of the small and seemingly deserted village. So this really shows the type of person you can play if you want. We're going to be very official about this, so I'm Fatebinder Valeria. Come to discuss your conscription into the chorus. Cooperate and you won't die. The wooden beams of the rooftop to the north creaks under someone's weight. A tree rustles behind you. If you wish to hide in your homes, I'll happy to burn this place to the ground. Yes, maybe. Can we trust them and kill them all anyway? I'm gonna wait. Go home to your overlord. Oh, they're gonna attack us. Another ambush game. Alright, this is just an archer who fears us. That's good. Sorry, friend, but you won't be leaving here in one piece. We'll send your head back north. I want your folks to see what happens to those who invade our lands. Come on, guys. Alright, there's only 3 of them, right? Another ambush, though. Another ambush. Right, if you were to cast this on him, you run there. We really want to get rid of him, but we'll... Might be an ambush. Yeah, yeah. You keep walking into them. I did circle the village first.
I'm not here to make friends.
Oh, crap! I'm stuck.
That was disappointing. I thought he'd be half dead. Alright, verse. Yeah, see, we need to kill you off and go over there.
Can't do
Right.
it. Will do. I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass. I got it.
Why can't I hit anything?
I don't know, why can't you?
I'll take care of it.
Come on, verse. You deal with that. Two genre, Sabi? Maybe. Alright, get rid of that.
Diddy, you won't
Nice verse.
enjoy this as much as I do.
Yeah! On your command.
What are you doing? Kill him.
Is that ink? No, wait. It's blood.
Bleed out, you little shit.
You're shooting him, aren't you? That's why he's dying. Well, hopefully we can heal ourselves. You think that she would be a bit of a distraction?
Time to change weapons.
Nice. Level up.
Teach an old dog new tricks.
Nice. Yeah, that got his attention.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
That was beneath me.
Diddy, you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Oh, wrecked. Good timing, guys. There's one on the roof too, thank you. Alright, a Scarlet Fury. Flicking the bronze tip of a blade, the Scarlet Fury strolls into view with a smug smile, flanked by an entourage of soldiers. Not bad. I'd have piled up the same number of corpses in half the sword strokes, but, well, where are my manners? One ought not to criticise help so generously given. She sweeps her arms wide in an exaggerated, mocking bow. You have my deepest and sincerest gratitude for gutting those Veldrin pissants in my place. Yeah, we could try and stoke her wrath here. You step forward to reveal yourself. You're not a fury, you're a coward. Perhaps when you're older, you'll figure out that coward is just a word people use to badger idiots into doing some dangerous work. By the by, well done for surviving this violent mess. How very brave of you to even try. I'm not going to apologize to her. The Oathbreakers were but a warm-up. Step closer so I can knock that grin off your face. Yeah, we're going to be quite pissed off with this. Whoa, now! The Fury holds up a scarred hand in protest. No need to break any bones over it. If you're, friggin' pissed, yep, we are. Take it up with Death now. That was her plan. It was her plan, not mine. She wets her chapped lips before continuing. Look then, I'll tell everyone how badly you slapped around the Oathbreakers, okay? You did us a real favour, and you deserve to have your glory touted. And with that, she nods curtly and sheaths her blade, bidding an end to the exchange. Alright. Well, good. Level up. Man, probably spell strength, yeah. The only other option is the accuracy of attacks and spells is pretty important. But I think I'm going to concentrate on wits with him. They might have meant to ambush somebody else. That's very true, guys. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. Place a preservation seal on an ally. If the ally's health falls below a limit, they are healed for a large amount of health, and the seal is destroyed. That's really good. Or revives a fallen comrade is also freaking amazing. Let's get that one, because I've been wanting that since I first started playing. So we've got revive now, which is pretty awesome. I'm not sure how much health that will grant though. Light leather vest doesn't seem very good. We'll stick it in the stash. And we got mead plus 1 might. That's yours. And we've got a bronze sword, which is... yeah. Pretty normal. So we can't actually get into this village, so we don't know... Cheese! Finesse. Don't really know how that works, but... it works, that's all we need to know. Alright, you need to equip a bunch of stuff. You don't actually have any healing either, so let's fix that. Everybody got stuff on their quick bars, okay.
Of course.
It's one of those games where you kind of need to use it. Alright, let's make sure there's nothing over here. Don't think there is.
No can do.
Yeah, we're good. The dialogue with you chaps. Oh, let's have a little look. I do keep missing that, but it is pretty subtle in the scheme of things. Yes, there are. You are quite right.
Let's be off.
Well, this can happen, you know, all these conversations can occur, like, on the way back. Lantry stops his stride, darting his hands about his bandolier and belt as he softly mouths off a mental inventory of his inks and quills. When at last assured his possessions are in place, he looks up at you with a smile. What may I do for you? How did you wind up here in Veldra's Well? when the Vellum Citadel was set aflame by Kyrus' edict, yeah, it basically turned a library into a volcano. I fled as fast as my knees would carry me. Every direction seemed a bad idea, but heading to Veldrin's Well seemed the least suicidal option. Mind you, I was labouring under the misconception that the Veldrin Guard had surrendered and the fighting in the valley had stopped. Looking first at his left arm, then his right, he reads through an assorted notes inked across his skin. Ah yes, 7th of sparring. That's when I crossed the mountains. That would be 2 days? 3 days after the Veldrin Guard jettisoned their surrender and claimed the citadel in the valley. The Veldrin Guard nabbed me and several other sages moving through the valley, and the other sages were sympathetic to the Veldrin Guard. As for me, I just agreed so as not to get everyone killed. I think defying the Overlord is a really slow and stupid form of suicide. Tell me about the sages. For hundreds of years, the sages have been devoted to the collection and preservation of knowledge. We are scholars, bookmakers, archivists, and students of the mystic and the mundane alike. The wisest of our guild, not that I truly belong in that category, are versed in sigils and spellcraft. Well, that's how at least it used to be. With the destruction of the Vellum Citadel, the sages have been scattered to the winds. There were once more sages than I could name. Many have died or been taken prisoner by Kyrus' forces. What do you know about the Citadel? Lantry scowls, his writing hand becomes unusually still. I once felt a rush of pride at that name. Now it's a blight on our reputation. The Vellum Citadel is a beautiful sanctuary of parchment and ink. We had amassed knowledge from the Northern Empire to the coast of the Tears. It would take a score of lifetimes to learn all the Citadel could teach you. But the sages in charge of the Vellum Citadel thought themselves above Kyrus' rule. The Overlord learned the sages were copying and spreading lies and forbidden knowledge. Kyrus put an end to life at the Citadel with his Edict of Fire. All that knowledge set aflame. When we bind books, we bind them to last. Our most important tomes were warded against fire and other maladies. So many of the books remain intact as the shelf and floor melt away. I suppose it's still there if you want to brave the danger and certain death for it. There's good reason they call it the Burning Library now. So who leads the school? I keep learning more names of those who died during the Edict of Fire, so my information could be obsolete. But with Sage Krevnik incinerated, Sage Renata would be the current provost. If she dies, well, fuck. Thanks to all the recent deaths, maybe I'll be next in line. Let's archive that away under things to worry about later. In truth, there isn't much guild left to lead. Our library fortress is in ashes, our membership is in disarray, and it doesn't help that we have something of a spotty reputation here in the Tiers, fear of magic being something of a local speciality. So what is your role within the guild? I'm one of the chief writers of the Chronicle. It's our attempt to record the truth of all things in their proper sequence. It's the ongoing life work of generations of sages, and I have the honour of witnessing history and having my vantage point be a matter of record, which is why he wanted to join us. Apart from, of course, saving his own skin, if he gets to write down our adventures, which are, of course, very important, he would like to be the chronicler of that. Let me ask about something else. Tell me about your work with the Oathbreakers. The Veldrin Guard has several nobleborn in their ranks, and they know their letters. The problem is they've come from nobles' houses scattered across the realms, each with their own private script. That's where the sages and I come in. Between us, we're familiar enough with all the regional scripts to translate and coordinate. But translating is child's play, so I might have helped out a bit more. The old citadel at the centre of the valley is a crumbling affair, and there's no time for proper construction. Seemed a crime not to put my magic to work. So, you provided military aid to the Oathbreakers? Ooh. Bit of fear there. When the servant of the Archon of Justice asked me that question, I can't help but assume that that's anecdote to some sort of punishment. I can't deny that I assisted the Oathbreakers, but the alternative was to starve in a cell and maybe lose my head. I realize this is an offense to the Overlord, but it's not like I increased the odds of winning in any significant way. It's fair enough. Yeah, probably, Roger. No, I mean, that works. You're doing what you need to survive. I totally get that. Well, I trust my future actions will show I mean to be of service, not a source of problems. So what did you learn of their plans when you were there? Won't surprise you to know their strategy is largely non-existent. They cling to the hope that their example will inspire others within the tiers to come to the valley and join their cause. The recent inaction between the Archeans has emboldened them. Some even think the Archeans fear the Veldran Guard. I'm sure they have it quite wrong. Yeah, they do. What can you tell me about the Oathbreakers and their forces? The Veldran Guard surrendered back in 429. And while a lot of them were conscripted from the chorus, 3 of the leaders, Captains Ari, Matani, and Florian, have never turned themselves in. Instead, they hide in the valley, gathering up what resources they could until they could challenge the local garrison. Well, Florian's not around anymore. At highest count, earlier in the year, they numbered over 400, their ranks swollen by soldiers of Haven and Azure that survived the war. They are a dying breed, these Oathbreakers. Most in the tiers have finally come to realize that Kairos has already won. Before you ask, as connoisseur of the inevitable, I have made my peace with the Overlord and bow to his might. So how did you wind up as a prisoner of the chorus? I had to send some missives that meant getting to a clearing where my terns and doves might find me. The patrol with me was ambushed by the Scarlet Chorus. I tried to flee the scene, but some youngster tracked me and, well, out of one fire into another. It's been a running theme for this year. Alright, ask about something else? No, that's it. Indeed. I have a fine appetite for discussing myself, and more than sated. Let's press onward. Alright. So there is more here. But there isn't. Nope, nope, nope. We just read that. Okay, how about verse?
Fatebinder. Always a pleasure.
So she's quite loyal to us now with loyalty 2.
What do you need?
We asked about something. See, are you a spy for the Voices of the Rat? Nope. We'll ask her again later on. Tell me about your time with the Scarlet Chorus.
The Scarlet Chorus is mostly for madmen and peasants with rusty daggers, but it's also a little niche of freedom that I never had. Once I survived training and met my Scarlet Fury sisters, I saw a different side of the Howling Mob.
Tell me about your training.
For new recruits shoved to the front lines, training means surviving the first battle. Anything beyond that is for the fighters who show potential, whether as blade dancers or arcane madmen.
I am like awful. Yeah, that's a good advice, actually. Good advice. You'll learn a lot about their response. I hope you're doing well. That voice actress was in Pillars 1 as well as the music. There's a lot of crossover. I mean, this guy was Kana. So they've used a lot of the same assets, let's say. Nothing wrong with that, I don't think.
There's nothing in the world like getting put through the paces as a Scarlet Fury. Every day is a test of your commitment and passion. Failure means death. The first few weeks were the hardest, but also the most rewarding. I earned my name, picked up some quality weapons, and met my sisters.
How are you doing, by the way, Tink? Sorry I didn't say hello to you. You earned your name? You think a simple farmer from the tiers would name her child Verse? I suggest you visit my old village. Most of them were walking around with names such as Barrel or Fish. Not the most creative punch. The chorus takes your name away. Whatever you were before, you aren't that person anymore. When you earn back a name through great deeds, usually murderous ones, That's where you see choir men walking around with names like Stink Mouse or Face First. It's probably a good reason for it. The voices of Narat gave me this name. When the Scarlet Chorus runs howling into battle, he doesn't hear war, he hears a symphony. When I fight with blade or bow, he told me that my music stands out louder than anyone else's and contains too many parts to be easily identified. When you least suspect it, the Arcane of Secrets can be downright charming. I'm not going to ask her what her real name is. Back to my questions about the Scarlet Chorus.
What do you need to know?
About her sisters. Who were they would be more appropriate. Three Whispers, Red Geezer, and Seeking Sheath. Best fighters I've ever met. There wasn't a foe we couldn't take down together. Our fighting styles complemented perfectly, so we divided up the killing work like bards sharing a song. At least we used to. Alright, tell me about Three Whispers. There was a calm on the surface. She was as calm as the surface of a pond, and light on her feet. More than one foe tripped and fell on their own blade due to Whisper's crispy footwork. What about Red Geezer? One woman siege breaker. She would launch herself at foes like a battering ram. Not even his favoured phalanx could have withstood that dumb suicidal wench. Karis's eyes, but she was something to behold. And Seeking Sheath? That's a difficult one. That girl could pass a spear through 12 rings from the far side of a battlefield. Kairos helped any foes who approached from marching single file. She made a game of splitting as many enemies as possible in the same javelin. So what happened to them? We were scouting around Vendron's well during the siege, back when we only suspected the guard for organising in secret. My sisters and I came upon a group of them. Alcaris knows maybe they found us. No one said anything. We drew iron and bronze. That was when everything went wrong. I was supposed to take points and occupy the guard with a dance of blade work, something disorienting while my sisters picked their marks. I hesitated. I lost my nerve. Instead of rushing the Oathbreakers, I froze with my weapon drawn. My sisters fought on without me, but they were off balance. Like whatever I had was catching. They died. I lived. My sisters were relying on me to lead the dance, and I failed them. Huh. So we're going to be worried about this, because what if she does it to us? So let's maybe give her a bit of a hard time. Yeah, Hibbofan. You know what? I really like that. It gives them a bit of life, because it's a nice sort of balance between like crappy face work, you know, or just a static picture. So I kind of like it how they've made them basically 3D models and just changed the model around. And it's a really, really good way of doing it. So yeah, we're going to give her a hard time about this. Your actions were inexcusable for a fighter in your situation, because they were. You know, she'll probably agree. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If I had witnessed the same with one of my sisters, I might have been killed. I might have even killed her for endangering the rest of us. Good thing for me that they didn't get the chance. She chuckles, but there's no humour in it. Hesitation is a rot. It's unbecoming of any chorus member and unheard of as a Scarlet Fury. I would cut it from my body and cauterize the wound if I only knew its source. Any thoughts on the topic, or are we just here to open old wounds? Well, do you have any idea why you lost your nerve? I wish I had an explanation. For the first time, I lost the dance. The song of murder drew silent. Instead, there was only rigid, organized control. That sounds like the security of a phalanx to me. You should practice a more orderly form of combat if it suits you so well. She's not going to like that. Even if the Scarlet Chorus fought in formation, it wouldn't be anything like your Highness shield wall. More questions about your sisters? I guess they're going to be the same thing. Yeah. Alright, let's talk to her in a bit more. Alright, Falchgard, no worries. I'm just going to have a word with Barak here and then probably call it a day. Like next week we'll head in and turn this quest in. Nope. Next week we'll head in. Been a pleasure as always though, Falchgard, so you're probably not going to miss much, but you'll be missed nevertheless, and hope to see you soon. Alright, so Barak fears us by 1.
What can I do for you?
Right, you seem like a more than capable fighter, yeah, because we've been in 2 fights with him now, so we know what he's capable of. I trained with the spear and shield in my youth, but gave it up the day I earned disfavored iron. I can still throw with some accuracy, but it's challenging these days. He knocks twice on his helmet. Why? You interested in a sparring session? Yeah, show me how a northern would impale a wild boar. Yeah, maybe. Oh, he's not gonna. I take no offense from this, but I would prefer to keep my fighting techniques private for the time being. Fair enough. All right then. I heard rumor that Ash has an unbeatable sword fighting technique. Nothing is unbeatable. However, I'm not of a mind to share Ash's training to an outsider. Fine. So maybe later then. Tell me about the disfavored. We are the Iron Legion, the warrior elite of Kairos' fighting force. I could easily lose count of the hours extolling our glories. What is it you'd like to know? Tell me about your time in the Legion. Bit of chit-chat. Joined the Legion 3 years before the conquest of the Tiers began. Though handy with a few weapons, my size may be the perfect addition to a phalanx. I served with the Stone Shields ever since. Proud to say I've stood front row, right corner in over a dozen battles. That has been my place ever since the Iron Marshal gave me the assignment. The Bastard City, the Gates of Judgment, Veldrin Pass, Ocon's Ring, a quick tour of Barris in Chains, and then Stalwart. I spent a long time in Stalwart. Lost a lot of friends there. So have you fought in any notable battles, since he's already listed a few? I served in Stalwart for the better part of a year. Faced the enemy everywhere from Coral Run to Sentinel Stand. I lost count of the battles. Seems like we fought every other day. Some of our best victories took place there, fighting an enemy worthy of our iron, but we were not successful enough to please the Overlord, and the final intervention was harsh on us all. I had an unusual view of the Edict of Storms. Kairos' judgment left its mark on me. Yet, considering how we fought at Stalwarts, with the skill and honor of legend, only the Edict is remembered. A shame. Yeah, it is, isn't it? So what can you tell me of the Legion? The disfavored accept only the finest warriors. We are all volunteers and soldiers by trade, not farmers and fishmongers pressed into service. There is a sanctuary of tradition, honor, and tactical mastery in our ranks. We don't let just anyone into the Legion. Only Northmen of character and prowess are welcome. I'm not going to bother about me, because I don't want to join. I'm kind of above it. What if a capable Tiersman wished to join? We would not recruit even a champion of the Tiersman. Each soldier in the Legion is tied by blood and fealty to those that stood with Graven Ash during the coming of Kairos. That is part of who we are. We will never change. Tell me about Graven Ash. Graven Ash is the general of the disfavored, a veteran of centuries of battle, and an Archon without peer. I would follow him to the void and back without question. How did he come to serve Kairos? Before the uniting of the Northern Empire, Graven Ash served as a warlord in the service of one of the local kings that defied Kairos' rule. Incredible it may seem, Ash stood against Kairos' rule. Though his army was dismantled by Kairos' overwhelming numbers, Ash's forces performed admirably. It was said that he and his troops claimed 77 lives for each of their own. It's a lot. They're like Spartans. You know, that's what they are pretty much, isn't it? Very, very kind of similar kind of way of fighting and stuff. It's hard not to draw the parallel. I don't like saying this is like that, really. But there's like massive similarities. Kairos took an interest in the military genius that blooded his army. Graven Ash was summoned to a conclave of Archons, and though he was sent in chains, he left as an Archon, having been granted a position of power in Kairos' great host of war. Thus the disfavored were born. All of us today trace our line back to those warriors that impressed Kairos with their will and tenacity. The only difference is now we fight on the winning side. Though the general seldom speaks of it, I know that Ash humbled himself in order to spare his troops the blunt of Kairos' punishment. His loyalty to the old blood of the North is beyond question. I think he did the right thing. They rarely plays Kairos. Yeah, that's true, Artimina, and but that's only because they've always been behind Graven Ash, haven't they? As he says there, ever since its inception, Graven Ash was the leader, and then Graven Ash just bent his knee to Kairos to save them all. I'd say, yeah, because our character's pretty pragmatic. So I think he made the right choice to save his troops. And he would make it again to save any of us. He's never been a more devoted and attentive leader. Do you know what magic he wields? Ash works his magic through us, his soldiers. When we do battle, Ash seems to know the events even before our runners have given word. Most importantly, though, he protects us. It's a bit tricky to explain unless you've experienced it. I can think of countless times I've been struck by a spear or hit with an axe. I even run through with an arrow, and in each of those moments the pain and injury just cease to be. None of us know how he does it, or how he can sense that we're in danger and intervene from afar, but I suppose that's why he's an Archon. What he does probably wouldn't make sense to someone like me. How do you feel about him? As if we don't know. How do I feel about him? Archon Ash is the bravest, warmest, most compassionate general who ever lived. He's a living icon of leadership and courage. Yeah. Ash is a soldier, but he doesn't kill for sport. A leader, but he doesn't issue commands to hear himself talk. He demands discipline and sober conduct of his troops, and I applaud such standards. What else do you know of his past? Follow him into battle, not his personal scribe. If I knew more of him, it would not be my place to say. Alright. Alright, we'll call it there, I think. That was a good session. We got 2 fights done. One of them was pretty tough. The other one we dealt with admirably, I think. Yeah, like awful. Well, that's reasonable to say, I think. So far, yeah, very much enjoying this. Good progress, indeedy. Yeah, so next time we'll head back in here and then go to Echo Call Crossing. Thank you very much, guest users. If you're watching on the YouTube, the V streams, cheers very much, and toodaloo.